So hey guys, if you are an Indian, watch this video and you don't need to go anywhere else to find the answers. I'm going to share some truths that may sound harsh, but they are important for us to reflect on. So I have lived in the Gulf before moving to the West, and I can clearly see the differences between life in those places. In the Gulf, ask yourself, how many of you live yourself with Arabs or even next to them? The answer is almost none. You live in your community separate from them. But here in Europe, things are very different. You may share a house or you live next door to European. That means your lifestyle, your habits and behavior are noticed much more closely. This is where our civic sense issues get exposed. Now, a lot of people argue that Indians face abuse here because of celebrating festivals or cultural differences like loud gatherings. Honestly, that's just a small risk because most of the festivals here are pre-organized with the councils, so they get the permission from the councils to conduct that, to organize that. So that is not the main problem. Bigger reason is something we don't like to talk about. So what is the reason? The reason is assimilation, which means not able to adopt into a community or into a society. Guys, I'm gonna do this video in different parts so I can cover as many as scenarios as possible. Let's begin with some real life scenarios or situations which I have observed, both from my personal experience and while working on my psychology research. These examples will clearly show what I mean when I talk about assimilation and why do Indians get targeted quite often in Europe. So the first scenario is civic awareness. I recently saw a video of a lady sitting in a tube in London eating her food with her hands. Now listen, even my own mother, elderly mother, when she saw this video, she said, how bad is to do this in a public place. Of course, there may be some reasons. Maybe she was running late for the work, or maybe she didn't get time to eat earlier. Ask yourself, is the tube a right place to eat like this? She could have waited till she reached. The bigger issue here is not the food itself. It's about this consideration, about the awareness about the society. So if someone doesn't have even that capacity to think about others in a public place, to be a good citizen in that country, do you support that? Ask yourself honestly, if we can't follow such a simple civic sense, why do we want to stay here?